Good morrow, everyone. This is CedLove with his Devil's Advocate podcast. Hope today's going well for you, and if not, hope tomorrow goes better. With the current situation we're in, I really hope tomorrow goes better because it is now past April 1st, and apparently this is not an April Fool's joke. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in lockdown. I mean, obviously, certain places you can still leave to go get food necessities, but at the same time, you can't be out and about. You can't just go to a bar. You can't just loiter in front of a gas station drinking a Slurpee. If you want to hang out with your neighborhood moms or dads or friends, you got to be 6 feet from each other. So, we're basically on lockdown. Personally, I haven't seen the biggest change in my livelihood. Yes, I will say in the last 5 years, I have gone out a lot more on the weekends. I have made a few more friends. But at the same time, Monday through Thursday, sometimes Friday, I literally, if I'm not at work, I'm just at home watching TV, playing video games. So my life hasn't changed all that drastically. But it's changed. I could tell. I'm at this point, if it wasn't for work, I actually couldn't tell what the day was. I literally boot up for work at home and can't tell if it's Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So for you all out there, hopefully your life, because I guarantee it has changed, hopefully it's not the worst thing in the world. You probably got to spend a little bit more time with the loved ones. As I said, you probably can't go out to your favorite hangout spots. Maybe you just wake up one day, you get the itch to, oh snap, I'm going to go work out. Can't do it. Gyms are closed. Movies are closed. Bars are closed. Again, I keep bringing up bars because, again, do I go to bars frequently? Not really. But, now that I can go, I kind of want to go. I don't know, just make some memories. In basically a month, my birthday will be here, so hopefully the virus will be gone by then, but I have been told by the naysayers it won't. But whatever. We will keep the dream strong, man. Now that we've had time to think about the virus, because I technically have been affected for the last 2 weeks. I know people have been affected probably since beginning of March and probably February, but myself just about 2 weeks. So let's just go with the 2 weeks time span for now. So for the last 2 weeks, I basically, I went shopping, got some food. So I've been eating, not the same thing, but you make food, got leftovers. So, I've been eating that over and over. Breakfast, I try my best to mix it up, some cereal, some pancake, some eggs, some sausage. But I'm at this point, I'm so tired of pancakes. I'm so tired of pancakes, man. I got nauseous last week. Literally, last week I made it, I think on a Thursday, and I made it again this morning because, all right, I need food, let me eat it. It wasn't bad. But I cannot eat that 2-3 days, in a 2-3 day span. I can't do it. So, for those people who were bulking up on groceries, do you feel good about yourself? Do you feel proud? Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel right? Because obviously those people who are doing it, one, they're crazy. We're just throwing it out there. They're crazy. But I assume those are people that have 4, 5, 6 people in their household. So they feel like they got to bulk up. Because they feel like martial law is coming down the pipeline. Now, right now, we're not in martial law, but, certain states like New York basically say, hey, don't go outside. You're the city that never sleeps, but you're going to drink some warm milk and put on your onesie because you're going to be sleeping tonight. We're going to shut you down just a little. So that's it. For those people who bulked up, my 2 things on this. The second one is kind of been explained to me. I'm not going to explain the explanation, but when it first happened, I'm going to, talk about that. But my thing is, me, I have a girlfriend, but I live by myself. When I go shopping, there was a time in life I would shop for 2 weeks, but now it's more shop for that night, maybe go 2-3 days to go shop again. So, just instead of bulking up on food, I just shop for what I need. This last time, I bulked up a little. I shopped for, in my opinion, 2.5 weeks worth of groceries. But again, that's just because I'm by myself. So I know for sure, 2.5 weeks, I'm definitely going to have to go to the store, buy more food. For those people who bulked up on food that have 4 to 5 to 6 people in their household, it's what was your long-term game plan? Because me, one person, I know what I can consume, what I should hold off on to keep food. For those people, 5, 6, 7 people, when you bulked up, in your mind, how long were you trying to keep this food? Because at that time, martial law still hasn't kicked in. Today is still technically hasn't kicked in. Again, if you really need food, certain places will still let you go get food. So, we still haven't been cracked down. But how long did you believe that food that you were bulking up on would last? In my opinion, this is the only reasonable, people, I want you to focus on that word, reasonable explanation would be that they thought, the food would last, hyperbole-wise, 6 months. Obviously, it wasn't going to last 6 months, but, make it last like 2 or 3. If you got 4, 5, 6 people in your house, food going to last like 3 weeks to a month. So, all the food you bulked up on, and toilet paper, I was going to save that later, but it's out there, toilet paper. All the stuff you bulked up on, you basically finna run out now. So, because right now we're still not in martial law, but it's probably going to come soon, Certain point, curfew, certain point, A, you can only leave for essentials. Certain points, A, just don't leave the house. So now that we're about to get martial law, and you actually can't leave the house, all the food that you bulked up on, that you're about to run low on, was it worth it? That's it. Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel proud of yourself? I mean, if you really had a panic like that, hey, I understand, get what you can now and prepare later on, but there were some people, they just took everything, man. So I went to Publix about 2 weeks ago. Again, I wasn't even bulking up on stuff. I was just buying some sausage, some syrup, and the heck was that third thing? I don't know. It was something. I literally bought 3 things. And while I was in there, I saw a mom. She was buying at least 20, 25 boxes of the peanut butter crackers. You know how the plastic packages come with 6 peanut butter crackers, but then in a box it comes 6 with the 6. So in total it's 36 Yeah, 36. I don't know why my mind's blanking right there. You know how the plastic packages come with 6 peanut butter cracker sandwiches individually, but then there's a box of those 6 packages. So it's 6 packages of 6 peanut butter crackers. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. It's simple math. You ain't got to freak out. I saw a woman grab 20 to 25 boxes of these in Publix. Now, this part I couldn't get the full details, but I got a little bit of it. I feel like she was in line to purchase them, and either she asked the question or a Publix assistant or a manager actually walked up to her. But it was basically a conversation ma'am, unfortunately, you can't buy all these. She wasn't even mad, so I gave her kudos on that. She wasn't mad, but, she was a little confused. Why can't I do it? He was we're trying to, be considerate of all the other people, so it's not that we don't want you to, just maybe there's another family that would like some peanut butter crackers, so unfortunately you can't purchase all 20, 25, maybe 5, 8, so, other families. She was reasonable, but I was one, she shouldn't have picked up 20, 25 in the first place. Feed your kids, cook them a meal. Secondly, if what I'm saying is true, I feel very proud. I feel there's another word for it, but proud of Publix. Hey, no, you can't do that. There are other little kids, other families in the world that would like some peanut butter crackers. But other places, and I think Publix eventually did too, they now actually have a notice on their entrances just to let you know we have no return policies. So for all these people that's bulking up, I don't know why you would technically return food in the first place, but for all these people that are bulking up and after this whole epidemic is over and they want to return something, which again makes no sense, the store is it's your own fault. That's what you get for freaking out for something. Now, honestly, not saying it could be prevented, but it could have been dialed back if people, followed the rules. So, on another topic, so this whole social distancing and washing your hands, and let's focus on the hand washing thing. People should wash their hands anyway. I would say I'm not a clean freak, but I definitely there are times where my hands, feel a little dirty. So if I'm out in the world playing sports, yeah, I'm washing my hands. If I literally just went to a party and I'm for some reason, not even a drinking party, a corporate party, and I'm just shaking hands with all the executives or CEOs, I'm just meeting new people, I'm probably washing my hands after that because you just don't know what them people doing after that. If I'm just in my house, yeah, I wash my hands when I'm either right about to cook or after I get through using the bathroom. So I'm normal. I'm a normal person washing hands. With the new thing, they're oh, make sure you wash your hands. It's I understand you should wash your hands, but you should just wash your hands the normal amount. You just walk outside and walk in. I don't think there's a point in washing your hands because who is touching your doorknob that potentially has corona? Say you got in your car, drove to a friend's house, and drove back. If you wash your hands, yeah, that makes sense because you with your friend, but you're not washing your hands because you touch your car. You washing your hands because you in somebody else's environment. I'm not saying, your friends got it, but hey, you don't know. You ain't finna find out because you finna wash your hands. But they just making it seem like anything you do, wash your hands. When you're in the world and you don't touch nothing, wash your hands. Carry around hand sanitizer, which people do. Again, people did that anyway, but now it's instead of squirting your hand 5 times a day, you're now finna squirt it 10. Why? What's different? If you touch any individual that you just don't know personally, you should wash your hands anyway because you just don't know them that well. If you at work and you touching your mouse and your keyboards, honestly, I don't think you need to wash your hands. It's your mouse keyboard. Who is touching your stuff? So the whole wash your hand things, I understand that is definitely the way to prevent it. But just the way it's been explained and the way people freaking out, it's just like every 30 minutes, wash your hands. Like you could just be sitting there. You barely touch the remote control for TV. Nope, wash your hands. So I would say people, in my opinion, freaked out a little bit about that. Just wash your hands a normal amount, and yeah, don't just put like water in your hands, and don't just like wash your fingertips. Do the whole scrub thing for 15, 20 seconds. They say 20, but 10, 20 seconds. Just get a good scrub. You're good to go. Social distancing, this is the part that everybody still are upset about. Don't forget, March just passed, and there are people, well, not people, they're people, technically. I used to be one, but not anymore. I'm an adult. But there are people, spring breakers, still having their spring break. Oh, all these kids gathered around the beaches, around the pools, Florida, Cali, Texas? I don't know. Where do kids go for spring break? I don't know. I've only been to one spring break. It's right. But these kids gathered around, they having fun, and it's obvious like quarantine. It wasn't even, not that time, we weren't even really quarantined yet. It was just like social distance. Don't be around people. And when we say people, don't be around people you don't know. Like in your own household, yeah, that's fine. But if you don't hang out with these people on a daily basis, don't be around these people. But the spring breakers, thinking they young, youthful, yellow, blonde hair, smooth waves, just really felt in their bones they could not catch the coronavirus. Yeah, about that, you kind of can catch the coronavirus. Now, if you catch it at a young age and you have no health symptoms, then there's a good chance you will be, cured, or at least your ailments will be gone. But when you have these spring breakers saying, oh, we ain't got nothing to worry about, we're young, we can live, that's just selfish. What if as soon as you leave spring break, you go to your grandma's house? All of a sudden you give your grandma corona. 2 weeks later, find out grandma got corona. What you gonna say at that point? Oh, grandma, I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do? Nah, fool, you just gave your grandma corona. You really can't come back from that one. Ain't no pie, ain't no hugs, ain't no world greatest grandma mug you can give her. You gave your grandma corona. And you probably got it from a girl named Cindy just because Cindy didn't want to wash her hands. Selfish. But now we're in a quarantine just because people did not know how to follow the rules. And this is my own selfish opinion. When we first heard about this in the, Tokyo, Japan, in that area, first people thought was like, happens. Life. Then, made its way to the actual Asian continent, Korea, North Korea, happens, life goes on. Then it got to Italy, and that's when people was like, okay, this thing could travel. Why we thought that? How come when it hit Italy, all of a sudden people like eyebrows started raised? Like before that, it was a thing. Yeah, like us in America, we didn't actually have to wash hands and all that. But at the same time, it was just like cool. Hit Italy, like, less cool. And then it hit America, and all of a sudden people was like, this is a little too close to home. Yes, it's close to home. It's actually at home now. But even when it hit America, people just felt it was like the lottery. The chance of hitting the lottery was like 1 to 3, 4 million? I'm not really thinking the math on that, but it's like up there. So people was like, oh, the chance of me getting corona, slim. Yeah, about that. You may not got it. Your best friend may not got it. Your neighbor may not got it. But the person your neighbor play golf with, they got it. It's not selfish. Like, we live in a world where you do want to be ignorant. Like, I guarantee people knew about the news, but it's really one of those out of sight, out of mind type things because it wasn't here in America just yet. It was like, Like, people want to actually blame president on this one. It's like, oh, the president did not take proper measures for this. It's like, honestly, what were he supposed to do? I mean, hindsight is 2020, so we now know what he could have did. But, at that time, even if I was the president, don't think I would have been like, all right, for anybody that comes to America, you're going to be by yourself for 2 weeks. Like, if you live in America, but you were in any other continent besides America, as soon as you get to America, you're going to be by yourself for 2 weeks just to make sure. But nope, Corona was a thing in those other places, and we would just chill. We just let people get on the plane, fly back to America, hang out with their families, get back on another plane, fly back out there to those countries, get on that plane again and come back. Like, literally, people just traveling left, right. A lot of companies, a lot of countries that make millions, billions of dollars, they got to travel. Then it hit America, and all of a sudden, the world just had to get shut down. Do you know there are people on cruise ships that left probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, still on that cruise ship? They're not allowed to land, man. Keep your corona stuff on that boat. And honestly, I don't think you can really get tested on the cruise ships because they probably don't have the machines or whatever in the boats. So I think the people on the boats probably don't have corona. But at the same time, it's like, you can't know till you land. It's a no win-win. It's like, we want you to land so we can test you, but we don't want you to land. Now, for these so-called people, not spring breakers, different set of people, these TikTokers, they have challenges. They like to do every blue moon, but this one specifically affected Corona. It was a challenge to show that you were not scared of Corona. So you know what you did? You just went around licking stuff. Do you know in the most recent years, they actually had a-holes who would just go to Walmart, Publix, go to like the ice cream aisle, open up a tube of ice cream and just lick it, put the tube back on, put it back in the freezer? And people are just doing that just to be a-holes. Like on purpose, just to be a-holes. Now, people are doing stuff not to be a-holes, but just to be dumb, I guess? Like the only end game I can see you just being dumb. Like I don't really see what other things can come from this, but people are now going around just licking things. So licking doorknobs, licking a car. There was some person who licked a toilet seat. So in general, 5 years ago when Corona wasn't a thing, would you lick a toilet seat? Like, think about that. Like, I'm not gonna lick a toilet seat. That's where people poo and pee. All right, this year, Corona, people still are pooing and peeing in that toilet seat. Like, what is your end game? Again, I think it's just to be dumb. Like, I know I'm about to turn 30, but did I miss something? Are we okay as a human race? Are we going around licking toilet seats? Like, I know that toilet. I know I've done things to that toilet. I know people who do things to that. You just gonna lick toilets? I like my friends because they don't challenge me to nothing on these social medias. But if somebody sent me a challenge on IG, I nominate CedLove to go start licking toilets. Who? You ain't my friend no more. So when I brought it up earlier in this podcast, I was like, hey, I know people have probably been like confined or quarantined for like longer than I have because I've really only been quarantined for 2 weeks. Even for the people who've been longer, like I know you've been cooped up in your house a little longer. That your mind might go a little crazy. You might be seeing things. You might be willing to do things. Like a lot of people who are probably introverts, when this is over, they probably gonna get out more. They're gonna be wanting people to invite them to play. They're gonna just go places just to go. That trip you've been wanting to go to Italy, well, maybe not Italy. The trip you wanted to go to Africa that you've been postponing for 8 years, you might go, man. Because you never know. You never know. But the point is, the people who've been cooped up longer than I have, your mind might not be in right places. But for your mind to be in a place to say, I'm finna go lick a toilet seat, you ain't been cooped up that long. Like, come on. And there are some people who saying, oh, that's probably fake. He probably cleaned it first. He still licked a toilet seat. The only maybe acceptable time to lick a toilet seat is when you go to Lowe's, you go to the toilet seat aisle, you grab the toilet seat, not in the front, you never take the stuff on the front, but you grab the toilet seat in the back, the very back, so you take off a toilet seat, 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 you grab that toilet seat, you pick it up, and right then and there, lick, then put it back. That might be the cleanest toilet seat ever in all toilet seats. A toilet seat that has been installed in a house, done. Like, you shouldn't even get that in your mouth, ever. All because they got a challenge. They challenge your Corona. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of getting Corona. Side note, these people actually are getting Corona. So let me just throw that out there. The challenge is to lick something to prove that they won't get Corona, but they're getting Corona. So the first part of just licking a toilet seat right then and there, that's just stupid in general. But when you have people challenging each other, or just challenges to lick stuff to show they're not getting Corona, after the second person to lick something get Corona, at that point, the challenge should die. But people are still licking stuff. I was never into like fads and stuff, but am I missing something on this one? One, I understand it's boring to be in the house. We're not doing this for me. We're doing it for someone else. So that's it. Yes, we don't want you to catch Corona, but if your dumb ass wants to catch Corona, don't spread it to everybody else. One thing that really, I think when I found out about it, that really got me, if you have Corona, you don't even know you have it. It might not be detectable for like 2-3 weeks. I think it's 2 weeks, but I'm just one of those people. I don't like to just put like a pinpoint on something. So they say 2 weeks, I say 2-3. You just never know. So again, you can have Corona. We don't want you to have Corona. Hey, we'll send you flowers. We're not coming near you, but we'll send you some flowers. But sorry. But now that we know you got Corona, don't go near nobody. And if you just feel like you're the healthiest person in the world, it don't matter. Don't go near nobody. You don't want to pass on the Corona. But again, like you may feel healthy as a peacock. Weird analogy, but peacock. Your best friend, who you ain't seen in a month, might feel healthy as a peacock. Y'all might get together at one of y'all houses. Later on, boom, Corona for him. 2 weeks after that, boom, Corona for you. Now you mad at your friend. Why do you get me Corona? He didn't know. You didn't know. But if y'all didn't get near each other, you wouldn't know. I am not preaching the Lord stuff here. I'm speaking stuff you can probably find as soon as you open up MSN.com, Yahoo.com, Google.com. All it's saying is be by yourself or, 6 feet distance, wash your hands. Those are the two biggest things. If you got to leave food, pop in, pop out. go anywhere, wash your hands. You ain't got to go crazy with it, but if you just know for sure you touch something that you shouldn't touch, wash your hands. I don't think most people have this issue. I have this issue. Don't touch your face. I actually would say, because I think this very moment I noticed in the last 2 weeks, I don't think I've been touching my face. That's fine. I'm by myself. Like, I shouldn't be touching my face. But at the same time, 6 feet, wash your hands, don't touch your face. People's not that hard. It's really not that hard. So, as I said, my birthday is coming up soon. I kind of hope this is passed by then, because I don't want to be like those Marchians or those Aprilians that, basically got to spend their birthdays at their house or do these virtual birthdays through Skype and stuff like that. That just don't sound fun. I told my girlfriend that that if it has not passed by my birthday, I'm just gonna be in front of a bar drinking. And she was like, "Boy, you gonna get in trouble, go to jail." I'm like, I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna be drinking. As soon as a cop come up to me, I'm gonna cough. What you gonna do? Now you got corona. Cough. What you gonna do? I'm 29. Cough. Ooh. But at the same time, I don't really hope it goes past April. Like, this is just not fun. Again, my life has not changed, but this is not fun. I feel bad for people who actually live with people. Again, you love your husband, you love your kids, but you do not want to be with them longer than 2 weeks. At a certain point, you're like, daddy need his space. Mommy need his space. I'm maybe 2 years old, but I still need my space. Get off me. So, question of this podcast, 1, obviously your life has changed, but how much has it changed? Have you, do you miss going to Starbucks? Do you miss just interacting with other people that ain't like the people in the house currently? 2, when this is all over, what will be something, I gotta phrase it right, what will be something that you definitely will do? Will you go out partying a lot more? Will you finally go on that vacation you've been thinking about doing? Will you just try to be more interactive with people? This probably will open up a lot of people's eyes. Some people probably won't, but it will open up somebody's eyes. Like the dream that you just always want to do, you can you never know. Not that I actually might catch a virus and I might die, but I might just be cooped up for 2 months. I don't like that. The crazy thing about it? This is happening right around spring starting. So if this is happening during winter, it might not be the worst thing because, when winter is cold, you want to be in the house all day anyway. But now when it's summer, you want to go swimming, want to go running, want to throw block parties, barbecue parties, Now you can't do it because social distancing. I mean, you can do it through Skype, but it ain't the same. Yeah, that's my 2 questions. 1, obviously your life has changed, but what has changed the most? What do you miss the most about leaving your house? Work, friends, going to your favorite coffee shop, stuff like that. Second question, when this is over, what's something that you're definitely going to do? You're going to travel, you're going to try to hang out with more people, you're going to probably follow the dream that you've always wanted to do, Hollywood or become a teacher or, Olympics. What you going to do, man? I don't think I'm going to make any more podcasts on COVID because the topic's out there. Y'all probably know more about the disease than I do because I know what I need to know. I know what I need to do to make sure, I don't spread it. Hopefully, y'all are doing the same thing. I'm not spreading the corona or, catching the corona. But, if this lasts, another 2 months, might get another podcast. You never know. Hey, knock on wood, Trump might get it. If Trump gets COVID, bruh, Twitter, CNN, Fox News, all of them just gonna blow up. Oh my God, Trump got the corona. Oh my God, the orange man caught the COVID. Oh my God, what we gonna do? Oh, side note, I know it's kind of making fun of Trump on that one, but we actually have been making fun of celebrities because of the COVID. So one thing that I've seen a few times, we're making fun of R. Kelly. I know R. Kelly said he wanted to get out of prison, but he's a celebrity, but at the same time, he's a human being. He feel like he want to get out. To literally make fun of COVID-19 by saying R. Kelly doesn't want to catch the COVID-19, but if it was COVID-15, he'll be cool with it. Come on. That was hilarious. But come on. That was messed up. Come on. We can do better than that. He made trapped in the closet. Never forget trapped in the closet. R. Kelly. But either way, this podcast was sponsored by Purell. Fun fact, people kept talking about the word Purell for the last month. I did not know who Purell was. I literally thought hand sanitizer was just hand sanitizer. Did not know they was the true maker. So, sponsored by Purell. Because they probably making buttloads of money. And when this whole thing is over, you need to invest your money. Invest your money because the stocks will just skyrocket when this is all over. I would like to do it, but I'm lazy and I don't understand stocks. Hey, I'll give you 20. Just let me know where to put it. But this has been CedLove with his Devil's Advocate podcast. And I'll see you soon.